folks, welcome to In the Kitchen with Pete. Today's simple and delicious recipe is an appetizer. It's great to have some new appetizers. We'll make our own crostini, not the store-bought ones you almost break your teeth on. And then we'll make a nice filling with ricotta cheese, roasted garlic, some sun-dried tomatoes, some herb mushrooms. It's gonna be delicious. You're gonna love it. Let's get cooking. Nothing like making your own crostinis. As I mentioned at the beginning, when you buy them from the store, sometimes they're so hard. Have you ever had that? It almost feels like it's gonna break your teeth. This is the way to go. And then you can put the seasonings on that you like. They're gonna be delicious. Slice the crostinis as thick as you like. I like to slice them to about, half an inch to 3/4 of an inch thick. Now we're going to brush them with olive oil. Give them a flip and we'll do the same to the other side. You can get creative with all your seasonings when you're making crostinis, but here's what I like to do, just a light dusting of salt and oregano. I've got my pan at a medium to high heat. They don't take long. You just want to get them to a nice golden brown color, just like that. Give them a flip. We'll do the same on the other side. And then we'll begin to get our ingredients prepared for all our different toppings. We'll need some roasted garlic for our ricotta spread. It's simple. Cut the top off of a head of garlic. Wrap it in tin foil, place it in a metal pan, and give it a little drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of salt. That's it. Into the oven, 350 degrees for 40 to 50 minutes. And when it comes out, look at you, just squeeze it out as much as you like, slice it off with a knife, and there's your beautiful roasted garlic. Now I'm using Cremini mushrooms. You could use white mushrooms. Actually, Cremini mushrooms are just a small size Portobello. Any mushroom is like a sponge. They just love to absorb flavors. But don't pile them up too high in a pan. Lay them nice and flat or you'll create too much moisture in your pan. And save the salt till the end. Same thing. Too much moisture in them if you put the salt in early. And then we'll add some garlic that's fresh out of my garden. Love it. We'll need some finely diced garlic. Just run your knife through it several times and we'll set that off to the side. In a pan, medium heat, we'll add a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil. Now take your time when you're cooking mushrooms. It's like cooking a fine steak. You want to sear each side of them. Take your time, don't pile them up. Once we've got our mushrooms to a golden brown, we'll clear out a little spot for our garlic to go into. Just lay it into the pan and then we'll add a teaspoon of olive oil. Let that heat up for about a minute or so. Garlic cooks very quickly. And once those flavors and aromas start coming out, we can incorporate that into our mushrooms. Only takes about 30 seconds to get all those flavors mixed around. You'll be able to smell that beautiful aroma. When the mushrooms are done, we'll add a pinch of salt and we'll set these off to the side. And then we'll begin to get ready to put together our ricotta spread. I've got all my ingredients laid out. We'll need 1 head of roasted garlic, 1 cup of ricotta cheese, 1 tablespoon of Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon Italian seasoning, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of olive oil. I like to use my little electric mixer. It does a great job mixing together all these flavors. You could alternatively put it in a bowl and mix it all up with a fork. Place all the ingredients into the electric mixer. It only takes about 15 to 20 seconds. Give it a good mix. You can taste it for salt at this point. And then we'll set that off to the side and let's begin to build our crostinis. So when you're putting your ricotta mix on, lay it on as thick as you like. This stuff is so good. And our mushrooms, oh, outstanding. I think 3 mushrooms on each one will work out just perfect. And the sun-dried tomatoes, dice them up as fine as you like, or put them on whole pieces. These are the sun-dried tomatoes that come in a jar packed in oil. I like to put the whole piece of sun-dried tomato on. And now we'll lay a nice piece of fresh arugula. It not only looks nice, but it gives a little peppery flavor. Now, after you put that little piece of arugula on, here's the showstopper. Dazzle this with some balsamic glaze. This stuff is so tasty. It's thick like syrup. Let's go to it. Give it a nice little drizzle. Look at that. Now that finishes it off beautifully. The guests will come back for more, for sure. Now when you're done having fun drizzling that balsamic glaze, let's pretty it up with a little bit of parsley. Doesn't that look nice? Oh man, that looks delicious. Well folks, that was another simple and delicious recipe. I hope you get to try it out with your friends and family. Guaranteed they're gonna come back for seconds. Well, don't forget to subscribe to my videos. I put out a new one every Monday. You hit the little red subscribe button and then you'll get notified every Monday when I put on a new one. And a thumbs up I always appreciate. Well, now what I'm gonna do is have a taste. Oh boy. Oh. Outstanding. I like those crostinis. It's got a little bit of a chew, but a little bit of a crunch too. The balsamic tops it off lovely. That ricotta mix is outstanding. I know you're gonna love it. Well, thanks for coming out and watching In the Kitchen with Pete. Until next time, see ya.
Oh, wanna stay for supper? You better know how. Talk about the root. He never kissed that hand. You be like
Or press the red subscribe button. That way you'll get notified we forgot to turn the light on. Cut.